देख लो पंजाबी भी नहीं आती, अंग्रेजी भी नहीं आती, फ्रेंच भी नहीं आती, स्पेनिश भी नहीं आती। Sure, I'm Panjabi MC.
I'm Tricks from Maths and Tricks, rolling with Panjabi MC right now.
Right now we're in Paris. No, I think I probably have inspired some artists, in my time. It's good to be able to do that because people that inspired me, I still love them to this day, like Sundar Shindar, Guldeep Manik, Laja Yamala Jad, Johnny Dooja, all these Punjabi musicians, as well as like obviously Stevie Wonder. So it's good to be in that category of, where people say, look, you've done a little thing there, and I want to kind of, got inspired me to do music. Yeah, I think this kid was one of those.
I was definitely one of the inspired by Panjabi MC for sure. He's definitely influenced us through our journey as well. And we're here celebrating 20 years this year of it. So it's an amazing. Like P always told me, it's a marathon, and it's not a sprint.
Okay, that's
I didn't always tell him that lyric. Well, I've done a few albums, but like if you said to me what's the favourite one I did, I would probably say my personal favourite is Grassroots. Because that's when I went to India and I met like Manik and all these people, and it's an epic journey. I always remember like coming back to England and I went to my friend's shop, Tony, on Leicester, Belgrave Road, RIP. DJ Desire. We used to always go there. He used to have a DAT machine in his shop, and we used to play the digital tapes. And I told all the lads I was come in there with the Manik vocals. I just landed from India. And they were like, no, it can't be Manik. So I played it, and they were just, that's not really Manik. It's an imitator. It was that big. So yeah, that's the one I always remember. Really, I would say.
I think for us guys, there'll have to be Ajama. He's gone down like a classic now. So like I said, we're celebrating 20 years this year, which we never thought we'd do. But so it's an amazing feeling. But
Yeah,
definitely Ajama.
Yeah. But I think with me, I always start with the idea first, like a concept, and I always think that if I can mix. Maybe like at the moment I'm thinking about what AP Dylan is doing and people like that, and I'm thinking that maybe we could bring some percussion into it or something. So start with a few experiments like that. But by the time I get into the serious production of the song, I kind of have to know where it's going, because then it's a lot of obviously detailed work and stuff, but then you have to go maybe find percussionists or record in different studios, whatever it takes. Then I just concentrate on trying to finish the concept, But it always starts with like an idea or a demo or something, just to paint to the mans and see what they think. And if they think it's worth finishing, then I'll finish it.
For us guys, usually there's a vibe built up in the studio. You're creating, and there's a vibe, you're jamming, and sometimes something really good comes out of that vibe session, and then you kind of just pick on that. Say, okay, this is it.
Family tree. Put the bass on the iTunes beat. Let me hear you scream and show.
When I got into the music industry, that wasn't there. So for me, it's like something different. So kind of like, I think for my personal overall view is that music has become a little bit less important in the equation, because people use music to make social media clips and content and stuff, So before, when I was first got into the industry, we used to make white label records. So on the white label record, it was literally just the song, and we used to give it to DJs, or DJs used to buy it, because the less people that had it, the more they wanted it, so that they were playing songs that no one had. But now, obviously, when something's published straight away on social media, it's like the conversation that you used to have with people, like, bro, check this track out. You can't have that anymore because they've already heard it. Because music is started off as a storytelling thing. People tell stories and then they put them to music because people remember the stories more. So it is a form of social media in a way itself. Music is a form of social media, but now that's just become part of the social media. So it's like, for an old fogey like me, it's difficult to kind of conceive that, So, but for the young kids, carry on, kids.
Yeah, no, but it's interesting because, like you said, we were talking about it earlier on the way here, that how the music game has changed. This has changed the way that music is viewed, it's looked at, it's bought, it's streamed. It's all changed, and these platforms, also people's attention span is less. The songs aren't that long no more. No one's really listening to albums. It's just this little 1 minute clip of a song and it'll go viral, and we don't know whether it's going to last with them songs. You don't know whether it's going to be a classic anthem that's going to last for 20, 25 years. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a quick thing, it blows up, and then you're on to the next thing, aren't you? So it's weird, but like I said, we have to adjust to it.
I don't think it's got a positive impact on music because it's prevented people creating music on the depth level, you know. So it's almost like you have to make songs the next week. So I mean, I personally try to stay away from that, but I know that probably in the next couple of years I'm probably going to jump onto that where, you know, every month I've got another song coming out. मेरी सारे नालों फेवरेट डिश ता हैगी है रोटी ता मसाले दाल.
मेरी biryani.
Biryani, chicken,
Chicken
lamb,
biryani.
chicken.
I'd love to work with this kid. 2 decades. Okay, yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, definitely. I mean, my ultimate artist I would love to work with is Stevie Wonder. I mean, as I grew up, like many artists, like Aretha Franklin, James Brown, Marno, well, I worked with Marno, but you know, like, obviously, you know, as we get older, I would love to have the opportunity to, you know, work with that one legend of anyone else.
I think right now, I enjoyed Diljit Dosanjh this year, and I went to a show and I thought Diljit right now is a big star in the Punjabi music. So, you know, I think a song with Diljit would be pretty sick, to be fair.
I think initially, like, the bhangra music, the word bhangra obviously came from India, which is a dance. In England, that became like a form of music because that was actually created by a guy called Pete Ware. And the first album was called Bhangra Fever by Deepak Zanchi. And they decided that we're going to call it bhangra because he goes, it's got the word bang in there and it's like bang. And these guys were like went on top of the pops and they created the whole bhangra music scene. And so then after that came people like Mick Sinclair, Bali Sagoo, etc., Panjabi MC even. And we kind of like blended the whole thing in together and created this Western Eastern mix. So that's been a massive influence on Punjabi music, I would say, generally. But obviously, because we live in England and the technology's gone to India now as well. So these guys are now basically just living. They've got the ideal world. They've got the technology and they've got the pronunciation and they've got the market as well. So that's why they become like huge. Whereas in England, we've only got a very small market for Punjabi or Bhangra music.
I definitely think that Desi music is the sound for 23 and 24 because it's growing, it is massive, you know what I mean? Over the last year, there's been a lot of artists, a lot of Punjabi singers, a lot of Desi singers that have been, you know, it's been crossing over, you know what I mean, with the likes of, you know, AP Dylan, you know, rest in peace Sidhu. You can see that the music influence is definitely growing, and I've got a feeling the way that it feels out there right now that Desi is growing and it will be the sound for, you know, the near future. So keep it locked.
I'm very honoured, you know, to do that, but I try not to think about it because, you know, I'm trying to just concentrate on what I'm doing in the future and stuff, you know. And but yeah, I mean, definitely, you know, when I go around the world and everything, and that song is playing and stuff like this, you know, it's pretty amazing. Like sometimes I take the thumbi with me. And so like one day I was standing in Dubai just playing the thumbi and everybody knew the song, you know, ding 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 ding. So everybody got, where's that from? And they go, this is the thumbi that was played on. So
no, you know, and just on that, you know, you got a big up P, you know, for making that happen because it is the song that represents all of us throughout the world.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what it is, yeah, like,
you know what I mean? It's a big honour touring with him. I've been around the world and I've seen the reaction of all different types of people, not just Asian, Punjabi people, you get what I mean? So you can see that music just connects everyone together in it, and there's nothing more amazing than that, you know? So we're blessed, I know we're blessed, we're sat with the GOAT right here, you know what I mean, of the Punjabi music scene, I mean, so, look, you know, like you said, legend.
You're the only 3 South Asian artists who came on the radio and on the French channel.
Yo, check it out, Panjabi MC right now on a big up Channel 93, and I'm Desi. It's going live, it's on the Broadway, it's on the airwaves, it's coming from space, We just landed.
Keep it locked, bruh.